Good morning, dear students. How are you all? So in this video, we will talk about the multiple choice question. And the first question is, you can see, the universal indicator is made up of this indicator. And here you can see the correct option is every time, everywhere I have given. So synthetic indicator is the universal indicator. You know, na, different types of synthetic indicators actually mix together to form universal indicator. Yes, I have given that in the class. Methyl red, thymol blue, and methyl red is one of that, and phenolphthalein. These all the indicator. That one is synthetic indicator. That one is mixed together to form universal indicator. So the correct option is synthetic indicator. Okay. Next question is, the reaction between a reddish brown colored metal and air gives green colored compound, black colored compound, and yellow color, or none. So answer is given black color. But how it is possible? You can see reddish brown colored metal, and you can write here copper. Copper is reddish brown colored metal. Metal it is, copper is a metal. And when it reacts with air, air means oxygen. So I will write here oxygen. What it will form? It will form CuO. Okay na? Cu, 2 positive and this 2 negative, and CuO, copper oxide, that one is having black in color. So the correct answer is black colored compound. Third question, a solid product that separates out after a chemical reaction is called precipitate. How it is possible? So you can see a solid product that separates out after a chemical reaction. Someone will give the answer in hurry. That one is filtrate. Filtrate or filtration is a physical reaction, physical changes. Okay na? But here you can say chemical reaction they are asking. So in hurry, never attempt a question. You can say that precipitate would be your correct answer. You know na, precipitate, how precipitate actually forms. Precipitate, whenever you will take one beaker, and in that beaker, if suppose you are taking two of the compounds in the aqueous solution. So one a here I have taken Ki, potassium iodide, and second compound I have taken, that one is PbNO3 whole twice. Both of that one is in the aqueous solution. Both of this one is in the aqueous solution. So I can write the reaction between these two. Okay now, so I will write again the reactions. Ki plus PbNO3 whole twice. What it will form? It will form Pbi. Pb has 2 plus valency and I has 1 negative valency. So what it can form after exchanging of ions? It will form Pbi 2 na 2. So balancing, in balancing you can write 2 here, plus 2NO3 2K. So I can write 2KNO3, and this PbI2 is the solid, insoluble solid mass which cannot soluble in that mixer, which is not soluble with the water. So PbI2 is yellow precipitate. So your answer, correct answer is the precipitate. The students in hurry, they write filtrate, and that would be the wrong attempt. Okay now, so next question, you can see the metal which can displace copper from copper sulfate solution. You know, the more reactive element in the reactivity series can displace less reactive elements from its salt solution. You should know that copper, below the copper, Hg is there, Ag is there, Au is there. So these all the three element Hg, Ag and Au does not have the capability to displace copper from its copper sulfate solution. So only iron, if I will write Fe plus CuSO4, okay, now what it can give, Fe is more reactive, it will displace copper from its salt solution. So what it will form, FeSO4 plus Cu. You can see the metal which can displace. So Fe is the metal which can displace the copper from its salt solution. Okay, now dear student, now next question, you can see during rusting of iron, means iron when exposed into the atmosphere, they react with oxygen and the variable amount of water, then the rusting take place. So I can write the reaction Fe in the solid state plus O2 in the gaseous state, plus here I am writing XH2O. Why I have written XX2O? Because you can see this X can vary, means the number or concentration of this H2O would definitely vary. Okay, now so it can form Fe2O3 into XH2O. So this one is chemically it can called as a rust. Okay, na? So rusting of iron, here you can see Fe is the neutral, zero charges. Okay, na? But here you can find out Fe2O3. If I will find out, then Fe2x and minus 6 equal to 0, 2x equal to 6 and x equal to 3. So you can see 0 to plus 3. And I have told you, if there you can see from the reactant towards the product, if there is increase in valency or oxidation state, so definitely that would be the oxidizing case. So iron gets oxidized in that case. Okay, now the next question we will take, and that one is, again we can say that one of the rusting type corrosion example, green coating on copper utensils. First of all, I have to write copper, Cu. Okay, now and you can see that in rainy season is due to the presence of green coating on copper utensil. Why it is possible? Why after the corrosion in on the copper it forms green coating? Answer is given, clear answer is given, you can see. But how can we write the chemical reaction when copper, which is reddish brown, you know reddish brown, in previous example I have discussed, copper when react with moist air, you should know moist air contains oxygen also, water also, plus carbon dioxide also. So this one is the moist air, okay, na? Moist air. Okay, so after the reaction of this, it will form basic copper carbonate, and the reactant you have seen, copper plus O2 plus H2O plus CO2. Okay, now then I will write the product only. Here the space is not available, so you can see that wait, dear student. Yes, so you can see, dear student, that I will write the product only. So what it will form, CuOH whole twice into CuCO3. This one is hydroxide, so that's why basic. Copper is everywhere, copper and carbonate is this one. So the answer, and this one is basic copper carbonate, and this one is having green color. So the answer is green coating on copper utensil in rainy season is due to the copper reaction. Copper is reddish brown and that reacts with moist air, and then after this basic copper carbonate actually form. Okay, now next question, electrolysis of water is a decomposition reaction, and here you can see, dear student, this is very simple reaction, the molar ratio of hydrogen and oxygen, electrolysis of water. So you have to write the reaction 2H2O, and here you can give electricity. electricity. What it will form? 2H2 plus O2. Okay na? And now there the molar ratio. Now you have remembered that one, 2H2 and 1 oxygen. 2 molar of hydrogen. So 2 molar of hydrogen and 1 molar of oxygen. So 2:1, the correct answer. You can read that one and you can do that one. Now next question, you can see phenolphthalein. Phenolphthalein is an indicator. Everyone, you know, actually phenolphthalein is an indicator, and it does not, it have colorless. Phenolphthalein is a colorless indicator. This one is colorless indicator, colorless indicator. Okay na? And when it will put in acidic solution, there would be no change, it will remain in colorless form. But when it will put in the basic medium, it will immediately turns into pink color. So I can say that option is very good. Phenolphthalein is an indicator which has pink color in basic medium. Yes. Our next question is, you can see that one of the use of tartaric acid. Oh yes, one of the use of tartaric acid. Tartaric acid is used in baking powder. With the baking soda, it is actually prepared in the baking powder. Baking powder is a mixture of, sorry, baking soda is a mixture of tartaric acid and baking soda. Okay na? Simple question. Which of the following is an arrhenius acid? You know, carbon or dioxide is acidic oxide. This one is acidic oxide. Copper oxide is metallic basic oxide. So this one is acid also, this one is base also. Sulfur oxide is acidic oxide. So everywhere you have found that acid and base are everywhere, but in this one, in Arrhenius concept, there is a rule that hydrochloric acid, when it will dissolve in water or the aqueous solution of hydrochloric acid, it will dissolve, it will dissociate into H plus and Cl minus. So this one, hydrochloric acid, is the Arrhenius acid, and hence we have actually completed all the questions of MCQ. Now I will tell you that more of the question you can do. Okay, thank you for this video. Thank you all of you.